Sanjay Goyal, the chairman cum managing director of MeECL, informed on Saturday that the MeECL is planning to set up solar parks in Meghalaya. He said that Meghalaya is a slightly peculiar state in terms of insolation index, wherein not all places are suitable for setting up a big solar park. Goyal informed that the MeECL has identified 2 lands in Giant Hills to set up solar parks for 10 megawatt each, but no bidder was willing to take up the projects. The department is also exploring parts in Garo Hills that are good in insolation and solar index.
We are in the process of looking of large chunks of land which could be made available. Meghalaya being slightly peculiar state in terms of insolation index, wherein not all places are suitable for set up big solar parks, as you are mentioning. In our case, we have identified our own land, two locations in the Jantia hillside, Suchen and Thamar, 10 megawatt each. We have bidded it out 2 times, but not a suitable bidder has not come up who can take up those locations and set up the plants. And in the Garo Hills also, we are trying to explore certain areas which are good in insolation and solar index. So that is going to come up in the long run. In the short run, as you have mentioned, the CM Solar Mission is going to touch many individuals in terms of the beneficiary of the scheme. That is being implemented by MNREDA. So I think Director MNREDA would be in a better position to tell. But as I understand, it is going to save a lot of money for the public in terms of their electricity bill. Though, as you mentioned, I mean, we are encouraging side by side. The corporation is looking into the other aspect of reduction in the electricity bill of the common man, and I believe this dovetailing with the CM Solar Mission could be one way, a very good way out. As I mentioned, it's not about the area, it's about the interest of the bidders in smaller projects, which is very less, because 10 megawatt for a bidder might not be that much economically viable, and that's why we are looking for some larger chunk of area wherein we can set up maybe up to say 100 megawatt of solar power plant in the state. Many factors are there, and the biggest factor would be the 2 factors according to me. One is of course the availability of the sunlight, which is, we call it insolation index or solar index, which we call in the common parlance. And second, of course, is the availability of the land, because such huge chunks of lands are not available with the government. So we have to work out the modalities in which these lands can be taken up either on lease or on rent, or some modality needs to be worked out.